Hi, I'm Yasmin and I'll be your host for today's episode on Tiny Tales, where we meet the experts. We have met these ladies individually, and however today we're going to be meeting them one more time, so I'll introduce them to you real quick. We have Rena, and she is our midwife. We also have Gloria, and she's a clinical psychologist, and Ida, a sexologist. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Basically, today we'll be answering questions that our viewers have sent us. So I'm going to start running out a few questions. If our beautiful viewers have more questions as well, they can send it to us and we could try to answer those questions for them as well. This is an interesting question. So from one of our dear viewers as well. So I gave birth 4 weeks ago, and even if my husband is being supportive and not putting pressure, I can sense he is ready for us to start having sex again. However, I'm not ready. What should I do?
I can start with that one. So, well, I think it's very important for us to define what sex is. Because of course, if you just gave birth to a baby and you're 4 weeks after, you just had this like hardcore experience for your vagina, it is very important for us to define that sex is not just about penetration. And there's plenty ways to still feel connected with your husband, to still be intimate with your husband, and to still be close together. So I would definitely recommend that you light some candles, make a nice scenario for both of you. There could be oral sex for both him, if you're into it, also for you, because then there'll be no, only the lubrication will actually help you to heal from after a vaginal birth. So to focus on all the other sexual stuff that you can do besides penetrational sex. So a lot of oral sex, a lot of touching each other in places that feels nice, and also a lot of communication with your husband about what is like when you are ready. And even though he's not putting pressure on you, which is very nice, and he also shouldn't, to be honest, because we shouldn't have that pressure on us. It's important for you to communicate about his feelings as well, and to figure out a common way of how you can both be satisfied in this new role as parents.
Yeah. If I should add to that, when you said communication, I was so happy with that.
Yeah.
I was about to say communication, because you can't assume what your husband is thinking.
Correct.
Because you said he's not putting pressure on you, but you are feeling. So sit down and have that communication with him. Talk about it. Be open about it. I feel like, again, our tradition, we are not open about sex. We don't talk about it. But talk about it. Sex starts right from the mind. And you've been through a whole 9-month journey. The estrogen and the progesterone hormones have increased. And then when you give birth, they drop drastically.
Correct.
And that leaves you in a state of helplessness. You have a lot going on with you. And some women don't understand that. Like, the hormones play a big role. So it takes a lot of time, or some time. It depends on the kind of person. Some women may just even be experiencing baby blues and all.
Correct.
So you would want to take time and heal properly and make sure that, like sex, the both of you are supposed to enjoy it. And I love when she also said there are other ways of having sex apart from penetration. So sit down, have that communication. Once you have the communication, you feel loved, you feel it will just come naturally. When you force it, you're not going to be happy.
And he will feel very met in his emotions as well. If you sit down and have a conversation about that, you might not be pressuring me, but I still feel like I want to have that with you as well. But how do we find a common ground?
You're feeling pressure. You're feeling. So one thing we would like to highlight is communication. You need to communicate with your partner. Maybe sit him down and ask him, speak to him. Let him validate your feelings and reassure you that maybe he's actually just being emotional towards you. He just had his baby. He's feeling some certain way about you, the mother of his kid. Maybe it's not even sexual. And if it is sexual, then maybe both of you can talk about it. And you could tell him easily that you're not ready for it, because it is supposed to be something that you both agree to. Both of you are going to enjoy it together. And it's not a one-sided thing. And he has to understand that as well. Sit down together, talk it out.